Since I started doing the vlogs, I've been uploading one every single day, and each one of those consists of footage from one day. However, this vlog is going to consist of footage from a couple of days, and I just wanted to explain that. Now we will get back to this vlog. Dave made his version of empanadas. I'm gonna dig into this and see what it looks like. Stuffed with kale, corn, onion, mushroom, and Dave made a kind of like a cheese substitute used in tofu. Pretty tasty. We're on our way back home from a trip to the post office. Had something to ship that I sold on eBay. It's going to Australia. Headed back, but we're not going the normal direct way. We're taking a back way home because Dave is sure that there is a... No, I missed it. It was a turtle. Was he alive?
Catching some sun. I'm not sure of nothing.
Dave thinks that there is a cave up here alongside the road. I think Dave imagined the cave because we drove along where he said that he thought he saw it, and we didn't see any cave. Now we're taking the back roads home. So far the sun has been out today a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna last. According to what we saw on the weather and the radar, it appears that the rain is another wave of rain is coming in. This is a fire ant mound. And you don't really see too many ants, but watch this. I'm just gonna see that. Do you see those little boogers running like crazy? Those are fire ants. Say you're out and about and you oftentimes will be standing right in a fire ant mound, but you won't realize it. And they won't start biting you until they amass a large quantity of them on you. I'm being attacked by some sort of flying insect. So then all of a sudden, I'm just gonna walk this way because there's something. I am pissing off some sort of bee or something. When they get a large number of themselves on you, they will all of a sudden give the order to bite or sting, and then they all seem to do it all at once. And I've borne witness to people ripping their pants off and stuff in front of a whole bunch of other people just to escape the assault of fire ants. They call them fire ants because when they sting you, it feels like you're having hot pokers jabbed into you, little tiny fiery pokers. It's not pleasant. Our refrigerator has ceased to work properly this morning. So we took everything out of it. Fortunately, we have a big freezer, so we put the freezer frozen stuff in there, and we put the cool stuff in coolers. Then we pulled the refrigerator away from the wall and discovered that we had a dust bunny the size of Tough living behind here. So got the vacuum cleaner out, vacuumed it, and now we're gonna get the air compressor going and give it all the coils and stuff a nice cleansing, and hopefully that will take care of the issue. It looks pretty nice out here. Last night some storms blew through and it was and woke me up, and then I was like on and off sleeping and having all these really weird dreams. So that's a stormy night for you. Now the sun is out and it's beautiful. I am walking barefootedly down to the mailbox to see if there is anything in it for us. Empty. Little Tuffy's out here with me. What are you doing? Come here. Come here. Come here. This is it, huh? He does this all the time. You tell him to come here, and then he'll only come within like 2 feet. Come here. And then he acts all like, I'm not coming any closer. I'm not coming any closer. Come on, let's go in the house. Well, I am dealing with a tragedy, sort of. Well, it's definitely a tragedy for the little birds. We had a limb in our yard it was in the tree. That's where the limb was. The limb right there. And it looked like it was just barely hanging on. It was about to fall. So I went over and grabbed it because I didn't want it to fall on my dog. And it was ready to go. There's the pieces of it that fell. Well, in part of it, this little part here inside the limb, birds had built a nest. So when this fell, all these little baby birds were all over the place. One of them, part of the limb fell on it and it died. It was dead. And then there were 5 others that were still alive and they were laying all over the ground with their nests. So I'm like, So anyway, I picked them up and I put them up here. Here they all are. You can see they've got their feathers and stuff. Their baby birds grow really fast, so they're not that far from being able to fledge, and leave the nest. The mama and daddy are up there fussing. The thing about if you touch a baby bird, the parents won't take it back. That's a bunch of horse caca. That's not true. So I don't really have to worry about that. So I set them up here, and the mama bird and the daddy bird found them. They've been over here talking to the babies already. But what I'm worried about is that this isn't really a good place. I don't think they're going to be able to make it up here. They need more, I don't know, coverage or whatever, protection. So I'm thinking about attaching this to this limb and then putting the nest inside that and hoping that the mama and daddy bird will still, be cool with that. And that will offer the baby birds some more protection from the rain and also from falling and stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to affix this container up here in the crotch of this tree limb, and then I'm going to put these baby birds in it. And the mama bird and the daddy bird did not seem to like the coffee can that I had up there first. They were going over by the baby birds. They could see them in there, and I was watching them, and they never would go inside. So I decided to try something different. So what I did is I took a piece of blue jean material and I hung it on the tree and attached it with wires in such a way that it created like a hammock between like a Y and the branch. Then I placed the nest and the baby birds in that. Well, this seemed to be better for mama bird and daddy bird. They were going over by the babies and still are. So I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna make it or not. I've done what I can, but it's like the way of the jungle, you know what I mean? It's some birds make it, some birds don't. Hopefully these will. Anyway, best of luck to the little birds. I hope they do make it.
I need a pliers. Right here. Okay.
It rattles. It's broke.
Well, that was a little. Doesn't smell burnt or nothing.
So we're troubleshooting our refrigerator issue right now.
Between 10 and 100 ohms, right?
Mm-hmm. We're trying to see if it pays for us to buy a new compressor relay. Last night there was a storm and the power did go out for a moment,
It's
and
only 3.
that could be the reason that it is stopped working.
End of the tool. And it's only 3. It said 10 to 100, usually 25.
Thank goodness for YouTube. We used YouTube to figure out how we test everything, and we tested it, and we seem to be at the point where we need to buy this thing, the refrigerator relay overload, and that is the appropriate part based on the make and model of our fridge. So it looks like I'm going to be shucking out $18.11. It seems like I was just mowing the other day. And anyway, I mowed again. With all the rain we've been getting, you can look out the window and hear the grass growing just about. We moved everything around, all the vehicles, so I could mow under everything. Moved the motorhome. Look how much this one thing sunk into the ground. Dave's gonna go get in it and move it back. I'm gonna help spot him. Last week I sent an email to Monaco, the manufacturer of our motorhome, asking them some questions. And it is Wednesday now, the following week. We haven't heard back from them, so we just thought we'd give them a call today and see if Dave can't get somebody on the phone to talk to, ask some questions. He's on hold now, waiting.
The filter is exploding. It's like getting too much pressure or something. And I mapped out the whole system, and I'm just trying to figure out exactly how it works.
So what did he say? I mean, he talked to you for a long enough time.
He says the company's been changed hands a couple times, and they don't have any of the schematics. They don't have anything how they were built. They don't even know if they can supply the parts. They don't know anything about them. They don't.
Huh. So what was his suggestion? Anything? He just take it to somebody?
Yeah, if we brought it there, they might be able to figure it out.
They might be able to figure it out. Clydesdale. Hi there, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hey, what are you doing?